Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to Blaqsport. We are here in match day 14 in the African Cup of Nations 2023, right there in Cote d'Ivoire. It is an interesting day, having Guinea and Congo DR through for the quarterfinals. I am your host, Insonet Uche. I will be here always.
It's Equatorial.
Equatorial is still AFCON season. So let me ask, if you're not watching AFCON right now, what will you be watching?
I mean, I don't know what I'll be watching if I'm not watching AFCON because, to be honest, just to be fair, from my own side of things, I've really not been following up on the European side of leagues and other leagues.
Yeah.
So I'm always on the lookout for 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. just so that I can watch the games. You understand? So it's actually the most talked about continental tournament at the moment. I know the Asian games are actually ongoing as well, but they're not really catching the spotlight as much as AFCON is actually hitting up right now. So for that I'm glad, because people are actually talking about it. It's trending, and people are actually following up, trying to see how far their teams would go. And the moment their teams are out, they'll look for the next team to support all the way down to the finals.
Okay, so look at the scoreline today. We have Equatorial Guinea and Guinea, with Guinea winning the match by 1-0. And now, which was scored at the extra time, which was given 8 minutes extra time at the last 8 minutes of the 90 minutes completed. That is when Guinea by Bayo took them to quarterfinals. We have the second game of the day, which is between Egypt and Congo DR. Surprisingly, they ended on a 1-1 scoreline draw, and they went into extra time, 30 minutes, and then into penalties, with Congo DR having the victory at last. So this is a wrap for match day 14, having Guinea and Congo through to quarterfinals. Did you expect this outcome?
I mean, I actually expected Congo to go through. I said it earlier. I expected Congo to go through, but I did not expect Equatorial Guinea to turn out that way. But I feel what happened to Equatorial Guinea was as a result of the red card they had.
Okay.
You understand? So they had a red card that actually destabilized the team. They had to swap to a 4-4-1 formation. It was just Emilio Nsue up front, and the others sitting back to try and defend their turf. But even at that, the Equatorial Guineans would have won the game had it been Emilio converted his spot kick. The Equatorial Guineans had a penalty that they should have converted, and he hit the woodwork and went out for a goal kick. So that was, if you watch the video, you see the coach in shock. He just left.
Everyone was shocked.
He was in air. He was like,
to me, that is why I say, in these important games, I know Lopez might actually need those goals to take up his target to like 6 goals, but this is an important match, and I don't expect him to take that penalty.
Yeah, I mean, he's a team captain, and from the look of things, from the way he went straight for the ball to get the ball for the spot kick, I felt he has been the one playing for them in training.
Yeah, so, but he has a whole lot. See, sometimes is who can actually withstand this pressure. That's what we're talking about here.
I understand your point, but
I know he's old. He's old in the team. He has put in the
experience.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'll give it to penalty is not because you are that experienced. I mean, greats and legends have missed penalties when their teams and countries needed them most. So it's not new. I mean, the penalty was a clean one.
Yes.
He really sold the keeper to one side and played the penalty the other way. But it's just unfortunate that he actually had to hit the woodwork. That was it. Apart from that, the other thing was that also Guinea scored a goal that was actually cancelled for an offside.
Yeah.
You understand? So they scored a very clean goal. It was cancelled for offside. They had a penalty. Equatorial Guinea had a penalty and missed. And Guinea wasn't going to take any of that to extra time, because if they had taken that game to extra time, the Equatorial Guineans would drag that game out to penalty.
Exactly.
That was the reason why Guinea had to take the game to them. And the game changer for Guinea was when they brought on Naby Keita.
Exactly.
Naby Keita changed the arrangement of things on pitch. He was now moving the ball more, trying to make those passes that were, those split passes that moves through defenders.
Yes. Combination, having those 1-2, he opens up.
Yeah. So that's exactly that. He brought that experience from Werder Bremen. He brought that experience back into the pitch, and that was how the Guineans were able to oversee the game and win the game. That was it for them. Then in terms of the other game, the last game of the day between Egypt and DR Congo, I saw this coming. Egypt have been struggling. They've really been struggling. So without Salah, they were just like a lion without the head.
Even before we talk about even the Salah, let me just rewind you back and let's have a look into that red card.
Oh man, the red card.
Yeah, because it's something. Why would someone? Okay, let's give you a clip of it. Now look at this. Now,
I mean, this is careless.
You kick the ball out comfortably, yes, and why stretch the ball? Is that ballet? Come on, why?
He went
like that.
He went on a full swing. If you look at it, his player was shocked. Like, whoa, what are you doing, man? He nearly busted this guy's abdomen.
I'm telling you.
It's
reckless.
It was really reckless and very careless from a player of this magnitude. And he was trying to tell the referee that no, it wasn't that bad. I didn't.
That's what everyone was like, raise the hand.
I mean, this was a clear cut red card, and he cost his country the qualifications because before he went out, they were playing good football.
Yeah.
But he cost the country the qualification. Yeah. So all blame lies with him.
Give your team a disadvantage is something nobody actually wants in the team, because playing 10 man down in a high tempo game like this will actually cost you. Because one, you are actually putting more pressure. You actually need to fall back more. And psychologically, it's what it happens to players psychologically is even the effect is more than you living, because playing one man down, you're already handicapped.
Yes,
and you already have that in your head. I'm not sure if I can do this. So being able to overcome such kind of thing, you need a high mentality.
You need a high mentality. You need players to be committed. You need the players to own it up. Like, right, okay, we are man down and we need to take this to the end. Exactly. We just have 30 minutes. You got no 30 minutes in football. It's like 2 days.
It's 2 days.
So you just need to try and muzzle up the energy, even when you're really tired. You know, sometimes you see the ball and you are too tired to stretch, but you need to muscle up your last strength to make sure that you get that tackle out.
Exactly.
So that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. He cost the team the ball. That's why I gave kudos as well to Egypt, because I didn't see them really playing a man down till penalties. They really tried.
Yes, for the Egyptian side, they had a red card in the extra time. So you couldn't actually have that because they were playing full time with 11.
True.
Then in the extra time, in the 97th minute, we got the second yellow that gave the red card. So yes, you've actually been into the game. Besides, your opponent is tired, you're tired. So everybody just trying to wait out the time and hoping for something to turn out, which didn't turn out for them throughout the whole 90 minutes plus 30 minutes extra time. And watching their penalties, that was so neat. That was nice. I've never seen this height of good penalty spot case in a long time.
Yeah, it was clinical. They had some amazing penalties. Though the Egyptian keeper was just going to the right. I don't know.
It reminds me of a Yamaha.
Please don't remind me. I don't know.
Only one side.
I don't know why he kept. I know as a keeper.
This happened again. You're jumping one side.
Yeah, I know. You know, as a keeper, I heard you really need to pick a side and jump to that side. But I mean, it was just too much. Three. Let's just see what's going to happen, because the players.
They put one side and they scored.
And the only funny thing, when he now got to his turn to play, he played to that side and missed. So I don't know why he kept there. Maybe when he left his house, his pastor or whosoever or his imam told him, you need to play to that side, or you need to jump to that side. You're gonna save 2 spot kicks from there. So that was why I was like, why this is not supposed to be. But the Congolese players and even the Egyptians, they played a very good penalty. So it was top notch. It was very classic, and I give a big shout to the team for being able to muscle up the energy to withstand the Pharaohs of Egypt and now through to the quarters.
Honestly, this is exactly what we actually anticipated, because we saw Egypt were no good in this tournament. They had a very struggle time in the group stage, qualifying with only 3 points. That's drawing all your matches. That shows that you're not ready for this tournament. Congo DR was more determined to take it to the next level, and they snatched it out from the hands of the Egyptians, who tried to hold on to a 1-1 draw up to the 30 minutes extra time that was given to them. So I would say kudos to the Congo DR for a wonderful performance, and also to give us the fans a wonderful football, because we all expected this to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I give them a shout and kudos
Yeah.
to them. So let's just see how the quarterfinals will look like between the Guineans and the Congolese.
So these two games, Guinea and Congo, it's really a tough one for me, okay? Because this is a time I will give it to the Congolese, the
Guineans.
Guineas. Yes,
Hmm.
Guineas will actually defeat Congo DR in this game, because watching how they played, I expected them to have this, to wrap up this in the extra time.
I mean Congo.
Yes, they meant to wrap up this in the extra time. I didn't see the urgency. Okay, they lacked that urgency, and when the Egyptian fought all full back, you have them all in the box. They lacked that creativity to actually give those final pass in the third, in the third half, to actually give them that chance to penetrate. They couldn't even do that. They were
Yeah.
struggling to penetrate that. And
Yeah,
when
that's
you have
true.
a team in a box, come on, it's more. That means you really, you have nowhere to go. You already push them to the wall. So you need
Yes.
to know how to win the game at that point.
Yeah, true. I do actually agree with you on that. They were not really clinical in the final third by trying to maximize all the opportunities that they had.
Yes.
But I also feel that it's because the Egyptian defense was really compact today. They were
Uh-huh.
really compact. The team captain was really trying to mobilize things down there, giving leadership and direction to the players on the back line, and they were trying to pull out every ball that they can. No ball dropped. I mean, Congo could not get any clear-cut ball in the box. Any cross that came in was being taken out. So they were that clinical in terms of the defense. The Egyptians were good. The defensive line was packed as well. So I felt that's the reason why the Congolese had players. They had some sharp players too that could try to do some one, two, three touches and see how they can penetrate. But it didn't lead them nowhere. So for me, I tipped the Congo team to go through to the semis.
Okay.
But let's just see how it goes.
Okay, so you have the Congo, I have the Guineas to say who goes through the
Yeah.
semi-finals. Now, talking about yesterday's match that was between, Lookman had a wonderful time in Super Eagles. Earlier in the episode, we talked about Lookman not clicking with the team, but finally, he has actually clicked
He's
twice.
clicked. Yeah, he's clicked.
He
He's
clicked
clicked.
twice to the team. So,
He has.
so how will you rate his performance this tournament? Because I guess this is one of the best performance Lookman have put in a long time. Or this is the first he put it in since his inception into the team, his introduction. This is the best time we're trying to see the best of Lookman.
Okay, right. So in terms of my own point of view, from my own objective point of view, Ademola Lookman hasn't had any bad game for me, because if you look at the game we played against the Equatorial Guinea team, he gave the assist.
Yeah.
He gave the assist that Osimhen scored, and his track back, he's been awesome. He hasn't given any bad pass.
Yeah.
I've watched him play. He has not given any bad passes. For all I can see, he has really tried as much as possible to adapt to the African style of play.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't born in the country, and he doesn't know how things are being done. I mean, football is football. It's a universal language. So whatever works in Brazil would work in Congo and would work in Nigeria, same way in Ivory Coast. So he hasn't had any bad game for me. He has been brilliant. Yeah. The Atlanta player has really been awesome. He has really proven why. Last season he had double digit for Atlanta in terms of goals, and this season is doing exceptionally well in terms of the goals and the assists as well. Yeah. So against Cameroon, he had 2 goals. 2 goals. Yeah. You understand? If Semi Ajayi left the goal that he scored, Lookman was there.
Yeah, to even take that goal.
If he left it for Lookman, Lookman would have had a hat trick in that game.
Exactly.
So Lookman hasn't had any bad game for me. He has really been an amazing unveiling. I know during the qualifiers he was really having a bit of a tough time trying to I get your angle, trying to get the synergy with the other players and stuff.
You seem doing too much, but it's not working.
Exactly. But you can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't do it alone. That's why I said that it's a cup tournament. The more games we play, the more the players will synchronize with each other. That's it. The more the synergy will begin to build up. That build up will be there. That understanding, the chemistry will now come into play. If you observe, the coach is really trying to start. In fact, Lookman has started all the games from that flank for the Super Eagles in this tournament. The only change we had was Chukweze's flank when they were switching between himself and Moses Simon. But Lookman has started that flank on all 4 games. So that's to tell you that the coach himself has confidence on the boy. You understand? He's really been exceptional for me. He's really been, and he's making those run-ins and those touches. Just that we do not really have the midfield. Trust me, we don't have the midfield. What's really helping the Super Eagles now, for me, is the defenders are trying as much as possible to play on the midfield line to assist the midfield. We really, if you observe, Lookman as well is always dropping down to the midfield to get the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not really easy when you get dropped down to get the ball and still push up again. You understand? So it's about the energy. You understand? So that's the reason why I was like, I really complimented the Nigerian team yesterday, because from what I've really deduced from the coach's style of play, Justice Pesero, his own style is defense. He feels that he needs to defend first before he can think of scoring. That's why he's really using players that are really doing a lot of track back. Even though we are using 3-4-3, whereby when we lose the ball we have 5. He still wants the 7 and the 11 to track back and assist them. Because once we have the 7 and 11 tracking back to assist, trust me, we have 2 players marking their 7 and the 11. So there is no way we would concede, because no matter what happens, unless you have a very fantastic 8 and 10 in the opposition team that will do much of the driving, trying to penetrate from the center. And I've not really seen any player of that magnitude in AFCON for now that can make that driving from the center, doing what the likes of the Iniesta and the Xavi them they used to do. You understand?
Don't worry, time will tell.
You understand? So for now, I've watched most of the AFCON games and I've not really seen that brilliant 8 and that brilliant 10 doing the work that the Odegaards them that are doing in Europe. I know you understand what I'm saying. So most of the teams are just trying to bring it in from the flanks. That's why the coach is really focusing on defending those flanks. But once you can defend those flanks and you have someone like Trust Ekong and Samuel Ajayi who've got the height to head out any ball that's trying to drop into the box, then you're secured from the back line. The only thing that can make Nigeria leave this tournament now, exit this tournament, even if we face Senegal, you understand, would be if we can't score and we go into the penalties. Penalties, any man can decide. Anything can decide. It's a game of luck. So that's the only thing that will make Nigeria exit this tournament at this point. I am so confident about the back line. I'm so confident about Lookman. I'm so confident about Osimhen, his energy. His energy is second to none. I'm so confident about Aina. Aina is, I told he's giving Marcelo vibes. And he's really proving himself. You understand? So the skills and the flicks is bringing to the picture. I'm like, wow, this guy is amazing. He's really doing fantastic. I love Aina. I love Bassi. Just that Zaidu is still a bit rusty. He's still not playing at the same tempo as 10 other players. You get me? So I just feel that Zaidu needs to really come into the picture. I don't know why Bruno is not really coming in to substitute him. I don't know. That's the coach's decision. That's just his decision. But in terms of the starting 11, I think we have our starting 11.
Okay. So this is what we call the wrap for yesterday's game, giving more in-depth analysis between the match Nigeria and Cameroon. And moving forward, Nigeria is going to be facing Angola in quarterfinal, which is a huge match to watch. Here, stay here in AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire, taking you through the talking points. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform like X, Instagram, Facebook, and also on YouTube. We are still here and we still remain Insonet Uche. With me here is
Ezekiel Wise.
Alright, we'll see you tomorrow in the next episode. Have a wonderful night.
Bye bye.